How you doing, folks? So today I'm going to show you how to make the perfect turkey for your turkey dinner for Christmas or Thanksgiving or any time of the year really. It's really simple, and the whole key to this dish is preparation. That's how you're going to take the stress out of making your large Christmas dinner or Thanksgiving dinner. Here we go. Okay, so first things first, when you're picking your turkey, you want to go for a decent size because you do want leftovers. We have a 7.2 kg here, so that's slightly over 15 pounds. That's going to take about 5 to 5.25 hours basically. So I'm going to take this out of the packet, I'm going to clean it, remove the giblets, and then I'll show you what the next step is. Okay, so the giblets are out and I've just cleaned and patted this down just to make sure there's no foreign matter around it. It's just a safety precaution really. And so just going on your turkey itself, I normally go kind of £1.50 per person when it comes to Christmas. That may seem like a lot, but you're talking about sandwiches afterwards, maybe turkey curry. You know, you want leftovers basically, so get yourself a big turkey. Okay, so what else you need for this then is nice big baking tray. So make sure it fits into your oven first of all, and then also that it is big enough for your turkey. Along with your baking tray then, obviously some salt and pepper. I've got about 250 pounds of butter here. This is at room temperature, and that's going to be lathered all over the turkey basically to help it baste. So apart from that then, I have some tin foil. So you need lots of tin foil for this. I'll show you why in just a second. And then we have the stuffing. So this is a potato stuffing, more traditional in the west of Ireland than it would be on the east coast. I would have grown up on the east coast using bread stuffing, but this is basically kind of the same recipe, except you're using the potato as the object, or the medium if you like. So really nice, really tasty. It's just herbs, onions, and as you can see there's knobs of butter in there, and that will melt into the turkey once it goes into the cavity while it's cooking. Okay, so first things first, I am going to stuff the turkey. So basically we're going into the cavity. I'm just going to pull this off here. We're going to open it up and we're going to go as much as we can right into the cavity. It is going to elongate your cooking time a little bit, but I'll explain that to you shortly. Basically, it's not going to make a whole lot of difference in the grand scheme of things, but it's really, really worth your while making a good stuffing. Okay, so that's our turkey stuffed, nice and bulging out the top. You want plenty of stuff in there and get nice and crispy there when it's cooking. Next, we're going to prepare our tray. So for our tray, as I said, we want plenty of tin foil. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some lengthways and then from left to right. So we're going north to south, left to right, and you're going to go about 3 times the size of the turkey either side. So I'll show you what I mean just now. So we're going to grab the tin foil like this. So as you can see, I put plenty of extra tin foil at the edges because that's going to fold up basically like an envelope either side. So we're going to go the same east to west. Just push it down into the tray. Now just sit your turkey in there. Okay, now I'm just going to season the bird with salt and pepper all over. It's going to do a little bit before and a little bit after the butter. Now we're going to get that soft butter all over the sides and the edges. I'm going to leave the top. I'm going to show you why. So really get your hands into this. Get it in between the crevices of the drumstick and the breast on both sides. Like that. And you can leave it like big lumps. Don't worry about that. And this is going to drain off there, so don't worry about it being too unhealthy. It's really just giving it a nice base and keeping it nice and moist throughout the cooking. So really get loads onto there. So in between the wings as well. Plenty on top of the drumsticks. Just let it sit there, that's fine. On both sides. Okay. Now next, and this is my own tip, some streaky bacon. Nice fatty streaky bacon. Just going to layer across the top of the breast here, and that's going to Keep the breast really, really moist. It's going to give it a little bit of a smoky flavor. It's going to be absolutely delicious. Once you do it this way, you'll never do it any other way. So I'm just going to layer that across now in strips. So just like so, start at the front end and tuck it in behind the butter and in between the drumstick. There you are, the bacon's nicely layered all the way down the breast. As you can see, it's covering the whole breast. So as you can see, the butter and the bacon and the tin foil, that's 3 factors that's going to help this turkey stay nice and moist. So now I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do with the tin foil. But before that, I'm just going to season one more time. Okay, so now I've done this. Here's what we're going to do with the tin foil. So we're just going to lift it up on either side, like so. And we're going to crumple it in together, just so it catches. So you're leaving a nice big gap above your turkey, and that will allow the air to move around, but it'll also keep all the moisture in as well. So bring in north to south, then east to west. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Crumple where the edges meet on both sides. Bring the far side over, again, crumple in. And try not to leave any gaps, so you're keeping almost airtight. Okay, so there you have your nice neat parcel. That's ready to go into the oven, but this can be done the night before, so it can. So you can see, it's just covered, the gap missing there. So just give it one last swing around, just before you put it in the oven, just to make sure that you have all the gaps covered. So in we go at the high temperature for 45 minutes. Then after 45 minutes, we turn the temperature down to about 170. So we're nearly 4 hours in, just going to open it up, have a little look at it. As you can see, it's coming along nicely. The bacon on top, we won't discard it, we will take it off in a little while. We're going to give it a quick baste now, and then we're going to get it back into the oven. Okay, so we're at nearly 55 degrees, so we've got about an hour and a half left to go on this. So this time I'm just going to baste the legs. So what I've done is I've taken the juice from the bottom of the pan, poured it into this, and I'm simply just going to pour it over the legs like this. So it's just easier than grabbing a ladle and trying to scoop in around it. So give them a good base either side. And you can put a little bit on the breast as well, but just the bottom of the breast. The next time we take this out, the bacon will come off it, and then we'll start baking from the crown of the turkey right down. So I'm going to fold that back up and get it in again. So this time we've had it in for another 30 minutes, and this time we're going to take off the bacon. So literally just peel it off like that and just put it aside. And you can keep that for your Brussels sprouts, as I said. So now we're just going to baste this. As you can see, the colour of that is completely different to the legs. So we are going to baste this a few times. So at this stage as well, you can discard of all the tin foil around the edges. So all the excess tin foil can go away now, because you're going to leave it uncovered now. So again, we're going to baste it like so. Just over the breast like that. And that's going to give a lovely colour once it goes back into the oven a few times. So now it's time for a second baste. I can see the colour is changing slightly, and after each baste, it's going to darken just a little bit more and a little bit more. And then we baste it another time after another 10 minutes in the oven. This is baste number 3. And then we're going to give it another 10 minutes back in the oven and baste again. So about 4 or 5 bastes in total, basically. So this is baste number 4. And then a final 10 minutes. And this is the last time now, just for the last little bit of a baste. And we are ready to plate it up. So that's it, folks. Perfect, moist turkey.
Why am I looking at you? You're a picture in a frame. I make believe you're next to me, but I know it's not the same. Why am I